Do you want to stay up to date with the messiest drama on the internet? Or what about those crazy viral challenges? Then be sure to tune in to TMZ Verified, the podcast. I'm Wild.
I'm Steph.
And each week we're either breaking down the spicy viral stories or we're hanging out with the most popular influencers around. Tana Mojo is in the building.
I don't even know if they're hating. They're probably just telling the truth, but we love the haters too.
Sophia Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk, but let's be real with each other, you know?
Bryce Hall is here, y'all. Make some noise, people.
I'm single, by the way.
Right.
So if you like viral drama, influencer culture, and just overall hot messiness, check out new episodes of TMZ Verified every Thursday right here on Spotify.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. If you heard me struggling in the beginning of this podcast, that was me getting out of a laying down position and overall trying to beat the 5 seconds they give me. Is it 5 or 3 seconds? I think it's 3 seconds they give me to start recording and stuff. So yeah. Stuff be moving too fast. I'm gonna figure out how to set that thing up a little longer. Give me 10 seconds so at least I won't be jumping around. One of these days I'm gonna slam and hurt myself. But anyways, no, I wanted to do this podcast. I wanted to do this episode because I feel like this is something that needs to be talked about. But losing a loved one. Now, for those that have never lost a loved one before, I just hope if it's something that you can see, something that you've told yourself it's going to happen. Me, when I lost a loved one, I did not it was something where it's I didn't want to believe it. So it's if you've told yourself this is going to happen one day and you've prepared yourself for it, I seriously hope that you can handle it very well. I hope that you I don't know, I know overall the whole crying part, shedding tears and all of that, depressed, sad. I don't want you to go through that. You know, and overall that's it's bound to happen, but I just hope that you're strong enough to you won't have to go through that so you can tell other people it's possible. Anything is possible and stuff. So yeah, I've lost quite a few people in my life, from friends to family, people I had to say looked up to in a way, but it's it happens, and it's something that you don't really expect. It's something that you don't think it will happen, but at some point in time it does, and that's the sad part about life. But anyways, I had to say first one that really hit me, first one that really got to me was losing my granddad. And that was somewhere it was he was in the hospital, he was sick. You know, even he said that he hasn't had that much time left. I remember when we were in the hospital and he said that. And I was I didn't really know, how to handle it. I don't know why. I just assumed that he was going to be okay. And I remember when he got out of the hospital, I thought he was going to be okay. But then I just remember, the last time I seen him, and he was pretty out of it. He was pretty out of it and things. And then sometime after that, I remember my dad texted me saying that he passed away. And so, that was something that I was not expecting, and I didn't overall know how I was going to handle that. And I remember I went to work next day, and I was I think that's had to say that was me, being a big person about it. Overall, you can treat the situation any way that you need to and stuff, whatever, helps you, cope with the pain and things. But, I remember I went to work next day, and, I overall was just still going to just be the same old me. I wasn't going to change or I wasn't going to be different. But I did tell my supervisor, and she was telling me I shouldn't even be there right now. I should be at home. But I'm well, what am I I don't want to sit there and be depressed and things. No, I want to be out and about doing stuff. I just overall I know I'm not going to be able to take my mind off of it, but I really don't want to be all in my feelings at home and things. I feel that's, I don't know, me personally, I know that's probably the best way to handle situations like that, be at home, relaxing, hopefully it's a way where you could take your mind off of it and things. But me, I was I no, like I got it. Like I had to I had to go to work and things, and there was even like other situations in my life where it was like friends of mine's, then my other granddad, and yeah, it was like, I mean, it's stuff, you know, I gotta like deal with and things, and so I just gotta figure out a way like to handle it the best way I can. And I remember it was like a couple of months after that, because I think actually no. It was like, I think it was the very next month. Then that, because it was in I think it was in November when he had passed away, and then that very next month I had a friend get shot and killed, and that left me like, it actually had me more depressed than my granddad dying. I guess maybe like putting it all together and be all like, oh well, he was sick and it was like, you know, bound to happen and things, like, you don't overall want to like say anything like that and stuff, but when you think about it afterwards, you know, it's like, well, he was sick and he was pretty out of it and stuff. But my friend getting shot and killed, that was something I was not expecting. That was something I really was not expecting. I remember, I think I was on Facebook, and it was New Year's Eve, and I remember a bunch of my friends was all like, you know, like, oh man, I hope it's not true, I hope he pulls through, I hope he's okay. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what is going on? And then I think I refreshed the page, or I waited a little bit, and then that's when I started seeing like the rest in peace post. And it was like, yeah, a bunch of my friends was making that post, and I'm like, nah, this can't. And this was somebody that I grew up with. This is somebody like he spent the night over at my house. Like, we shared food with each other. We were over here like staging wrestling matches in my backyard and things, because we were both fans of the WWE. Like, me and him, we've been friends for a while. And I remember I was like, sometime before that, before his passing, I remember I seen him at the store. And it was like the first time in a while. I think it was like the first time since like our high school graduation. And that was like 2 years before. But I think that was like the first time I had seen him. And I was like, I think, when did I see him? I remember, I think the last time I think I had seen him was during high school, like before our graduation. But then, yeah, I was like, then last time I seen him, we were at the store, and I seen him. And he was telling me like how he was gonna be a Marine, be a cop. And I remember it's like he wanted to be a cop, but then he said he was gonna be a Marine. And so yeah, I was just like showing him support on that, and then he was showing me support with YouTube. And I was just like, overall, like, I was just like, I'm glad like that was our last memory. But no, I remember he came over to my house. He actually had robbed me. Like, I was like, dang, bro. Like, you could have at least told me, or did, like, I mean, you obviously ain't gonna tell a person if you robbed him and things. But yeah, I remember he took some money and stuff for me and things. I was just like, overall, it was like coins and like these like dollar or these like $2 bills my dad gave me and stuff. The coins I didn't really care about, because you can spend those coins, but the $2 bills, I was like, no, I wanted to save those and stuff, because that was like something like, that's like one memory I have of my, like, you know, I mean, my dad is still alive, but I'm just saying, like, that's the one thing that I want to keep, like, you know, of his and stuff. And so yeah, I still till this day got those $2 bills. They're somewhere in my room. I need to find them. But yeah, I remember he robbed me, but overall it was like, I figured, like, you know, there might be a reason why he needs that. You know, he needs to like maybe get some food or something. You know, I don't know how his living situations are, but I'm like, he might need that for some reason. So anyways, yeah, I turned the other cheek, let it go, and overall was just like, I ain't gonna trip about it and stuff. And just moved on from the situation. Like, I honestly would have rather have him rob me than for him to, like, I think that was like what had happened to him. Like, somebody was trying to rob him and he put up a fight, and they yeah, overall shot and killed him and stuff. And I'm like, this like, that's what I'm like. I remember after that, because I was just like, nah, like, if I'm gonna be out of it or be acting weird on YouTube and stuff, I need to at least tell people what's going on. So I made a video, and I was warning people the dangers of like parties and stuff. Like, no, until this day, I still want to warn people the dangers of parties. Like, you go to parties and you don't know everybody there. And I'm like, nah, I'm like, I got to know everybody at this party. And I need to know if they're going to be inviting some outside people. I don't care if it's a little kid. I don't care if it's their girlfriend. I don't care if it's their granddad, okay? I need to know everybody at this party. And that's why it's like, me, it has to be like friends. Like my friend group. It has to be people I can trust. People I know. people I know they're not going to be starting fights or, you know, acting crazy and all that stuff. Like, if we are, it's going to be in the comfort of our own home. But I'm like, other people, outside people, not that I ain't got anything, like, not that I got stuff against you guys, but I'm just saying, like, I can't trust, like, outside people when it comes to a party and stuff, because I wouldn't want that to happen to me or somebody around me. So that's why I'm like, nah, all that stuff, like, that's out the window. Like, that's random people, can't do it. And I was like, and then it was last year, my cousin, he got shot and killed at a party. He was performing because he was a rapper. And he performed at a party and then I think there was like ambushed outside and somebody shot and killed them and things. I'm like, telling you, don't go to random parties. If you don't know everybody there, don't go there. If you do know everybody there, then that's your type of party that you need to be at and stuff. But don't throw no parties where you don't know everybody, and don't go to a party where you don't know everybody. But overall I was like, it was like that. That was like that kind of left me a little depressed too and things. And but it was I had to say it was the one friend from because I knew him since middle school. I mean, I knew my cousin since elementary and things, but we kind of like got distance from each other and stuff. So the one friend, it was like I think the last time I seen my cousin, we were kids. You know, it was like I seen him on social media and things, but it was like last time I actually seen him like face to face, I was at least like, I was like, I think like 8 or 9 years old. And so I was like, I think I was like, I had to been around that age. But it was like after that, it was just like, didn't see him anymore after that. And so it's like, it's messed up, you know, when last time you see the person, you don't think that would be the last time you see them and stuff. But then it is, or something happens to them, and then it's like, dang, man. Like, I just, like, it's sad overall when that type of stuff happens. But the thing is, with it, though, like, when you do lose a loved one or somebody that you care about, like, you overall gotta, like, hold on to the good memories that you have of that person. Like, my friend that we were, like, over here staging wrestling matches, that was seriously some fun stuff, man. Like, I seen this kid, he was doing backflips off my fences. He put me in the Ric Flair figure 4-leg lock. What else were we doing? Like, I remember he brought over, like, a crap ton of his, like, wrestling toys, and we were over here, like, staging, like, wrestling matches with a little ring and things. We were watching wrestling on TV, playing video games and stuff. Even at school, like, we were having fun at school and things. Constantly laughing, constantly cracking jokes. Like, man, like, he was, and I'm saying that he was stand up for himself. Like, that's why I'm like, when people told me overall how he died, and there's like, I think they said like 6 guys, like I don't know how many guys, it was like 3 to 6 guys, they tried to like hold him down or like fight him, and he was putting up a fight with them. And I'm like, multiple guys too? I'm like, bruh, he was a force to be reckoned with. Like, that's what I'm like, to him, like, rest in peace, Devare. Like, that was his name, but yeah, rest in peace to him, man. But no, he would, like, I remember there was like a couple of times in class, there was these, like, 2 kids bigger than him. Because he was kind of small in things, but it's like, as the years progressed on, like, he started working out, building up some weight and things. But, no, there was 3 different occasions. There was one I wasn't even there to witness, but the 2, like, it happened right there in front of me. But I remember we were in middle school, and the first thing was, there's this kid, like, he was talking with me, but he overall didn't like Devare. So he kept, like, pushing him away. And then I remember he punched him in his face. And Devare, he was all like, oh, nah, like, it ain't going down like that. And so he put his fist up, and he's all like, oh, no, we about to start throwing hands. And he didn't say throwing hands didn't come out until, like, after we were out of school and stuff. But anyways, he was all like, he put his fist up. He was ready. And I'm like, I'm just standing there looking like, I'm not part of this. Like, I was just sitting here talking, like, I don't mind Devare being here, but this kid, he tripping and stuff. And so, anyways, he was like, yeah, that kid, I don't even know what his problem was. He kind of weird, too. Like, I don't even talk to that kid anymore. I would rather talk with Devare and stuff. Like, he was cool and all, but it was like, Devare, he was just like, he had, like, more character to him and stuff. And so, anyways, and then the second time, now, this kid was far more bigger, like, than the last kid. The last kid that punched Devare in the face, he was like tall, but he was skinny. But this kid was like on the football team. Okay, this kid actually could have played for the Seahawks as big as he was. Like, I mean, I think he was like 6'3", 200 pounds. Like, yeah, oh yeah, he could have definitely been like a quarterback or somebody, but he was big. Like, for a 14-year-old, I'm like, dang, bruh, you 6'3", 200 pounds. That is not normal. I met some big kids in my life, and I'm like, that ain't normal. I'm like, that's just not normal. I'm sorry, but I'm like, that's, like, maybe when we're out of school, then get that big, but like, right now, like, in school, like, no, you don't need to. There's kids I remember I went to school with. There's a one kid I'm actually, like, when I see him, like, we always, like, be dabbing each other up and things. But, no, he's younger than me. But look, like, he's, like, he I don't know. He big, all right? He's just a really big person. And I'm like, he, like, 6'5" or something like that. And I think over 200. I'm like, bro, what is the problem? Like, what? Well, how come I couldn't be like that? Like, man, I wish I was 6'3", 200 pounds and things. Yeah, I know my clothes would have been a little bit bigger. And my shoe size would have been a little bit bigger. But dang, I would have rather been that size and stuff. But I'm like, I'm over here 5'8", 5'9". Just, no, 5'8". I think I'm 5'8". How tall am I? Yeah, I'm 5'8". I'm possibly might be. No, because I might be 5'9". I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, yeah. I would have rather been past 6 feet tall, all right? But anyways, yeah, no, but getting back to the story and things. But no, the kid, so the big kid has said something to Davari. And Davari, remember, he grabbed this garbage can and dumped it on that kid. And I was like, whoa. He did not play around. He was not scared, okay? Like, he showed no fear. So it's like, I was like, man, that is crazy. And so, no, then the third time. Now, I remember Davari, he had this, like, very distinctive haircut. Like, he had, like, his hair was, like, straightened out, like, going all, like, down his, like, face and stuff and down, like, all over and things. But I remember the first time I had, like, seen him without his hair, and it was in this video on Facebook. He got into a fight with this kid. Bruh. So it's, the video started off with Davari doing this weird stance. And he did that weird stance. I'm like, bruh, man, don't go out like this, man. Like, if you lose this fight, don't have it where it's like, this is what we remember, you standing like that. But no, he did like that. He beat and the kid was like, kid was bigger than him, okay? Davari straight up got that kid on the ground, had his arm, and was just hitting his head. He straight had that kid in a hold, had his arm. So he was like, I think Davari was like laying down sideways and was holding his arm and was hitting him like just straight, just throwing fists in his face. And then he was like, I think the kid was like messing with his little brother and stuff. And so I was like, oh, well, then that explains it and things. And so I'm like, yeah, beat that kid's head in, because I'm like, you can't be messing with people's brother and stuff. So yeah, Davari, he was very protective, and I had to say, I was like, that's one thing I had to say. He was a very protective person. So I'm like, rest in peace to you, man. Like, you should be the inspiration to a lot of people and stuff. I mean, in situations where it's like people got guns and things, yeah, leave it alone, man. Just leave it alone. Your life is more important than what they're taking from you and stuff. So anyways, but no, like, the memories I have of Davari, like me and him just chilling and stuff, having fun. I remember he got mad at this kid and straight did he sweet chin music him. All right, for those that are not wrestling fans, that is when you take your leg and kick a person like facing, like he was sideways and kicked that person. And so yeah, he straight hit him with a sweet chin music. Just search up Shawn Michaels best sweet chin music moments and things, like, or Shawn Michaels sweet chin music Ric Flair, and that's pretty much what he did to that kid. But the kid didn't fall. Like, he just was like looking like he kicked me and stuff, and I was like, that's funny. Like, all right, at least kick him back or do something. But no, that was Davari, man. He was having fun. He was always having fun. That was the one thing I had to say. It's like, I really did like about him. He was always having fun. Like, he did have some serious moments, but no, he was always having fun. So rest in peace to you, man. You will be missed. Yeah, it's like it's like, even now, just like thinking about it, I got to thinking about another friend of mine's that was he was shot and killed by accident. I guess like the gun accidentally went off and killed him, and I was like, bruh, when I heard that, I was like, that was something I wasn't expecting either, and that kind of left me in a depressive state. That happened last year. And yeah, I was like, God, man, it was crazy. I remember I messaged his mom. Like, I overall hope his mom is doing good, but I messaged her and I said, like, hey, I always do this with people and things. I'm like, you need somebody to talk to, like me and his friends, like we will be here for you and stuff. So I hope like overall you can get through this and things. Cause it's like I don't know, like that's like something like that. You lose a son, like yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like pretty messed up and things. And so that's I'm like yeah, I overall hope that she's doing better and things. But it's like something like that, like you know, it's pretty hard and stuff. But yeah, I was like yeah, it was like with that. I was like it was, but there's me, even him, like his name was Michael, the one that was accidentally shot and killed. Like me and him, we had some good memories too. Like he was, oh man, like I had to say like it was probably a little bit more than Davare, but I mean equally like I miss those guys a lot. But now I remember we would be walking, me and Michael and a few other kids, we would be walking home, and seriously those walks home, it was some of the most funnest walks home. It was Michael, myself, our friend Carlos, Adrian, and then another friend of ours, Austin. We would seriously all would be walking home and would be having the most fun, okay? And I was like, bruh, like I honestly should like just call those guys up and be like, let's just go for an old-fashioned walk. Like, let's just gather up everybody. We just go for an old-fashioned walk and we just be chilling, okay? Because yeah, we need to do something like that. I've been talking about that for a while. Like, we need to do that. Like, I don't know why, but a good walk with those guys, I feel like that would probably be the best thing ever. Like, just a group of friends just, like, chilling and, like, with each other things. It's overall, like, therapeutic and stuff. But, did I say that word right? Don't know, don't care. But anyways... yeah, I feel like it's good for the soul. Good for the soul to be with some friends. I feel like I feel like we should just do that in his honor or something. I should contact those guys and be like, hey, let's like go for a walk, but for Michael and stuff. Like, you know, just go for like one last walk, or just go for a walk with like him or something. Like, I don't know, like on some day or something. Maybe his birthday or just any random day and things. And yeah, just overall, just like the good old days and stuff, and just crack jokes, laugh, act wild and things. We were constantly doing that, constantly cracking jokes. And I remember Michael, he created an Instagram account for the first time, and I was teaching him about Instagram. And he was just like always was like messing up on something, but then he kept saying like white people's struggles and things. And that was like at the time when the trend black people's struggles was trending, but Michael, I was like, yeah, that was funny when he kept saying that. I was like, that was hilarious. And it was like, bruh, like it's like the easiest and simplest stuff and things. And he's just like, he was so clueless on it. I think he was like, the only thing he was really active on was Facebook. But I think he eventually was like active on Instagram. But I remember we kind of like grew out of contact and stuff. Like we didn't, after school, like we didn't really talk that much with each other and things. Think we were like overall like each other's posts and stuff from time to time on social media, but that was about it. But yeah, Michael, he was a cool dude. Rest in peace to him too. I think it was like I remember when my second grandfather, he died, and it was kind of sad, like seeing my mom sad, and I was like, that was something I'm like, I just don't want to see an image like that anymore. It's just, but it's like overall like sad when you have to see stuff like that. Like it's, yeah. It's somewhere it's like, it's overall, like I feel like, the message behind this podcast, like me going like down memory lane, remembering like the good memories I had with them. And even my second grandfather, when the second grandfather died, I remember there was like a quote that he told me, and that's a quote. I actually want to get that quote tattooed on my forearm. And I'll save it like because I eventually will get his quote tattooed on my forearm. But I'll save it. I'll save it for like a special video. It'll probably be like first tattoo video or something like that. But anyways, no, I remember like seeing him for the first time, talking with him on the phone. Those are like good memories I've had of his with my other grandfather. Like, oh man, there is a one memory. So I was actually gonna try to record this podcast yesterday, but I kept messing up. So I was just like, forget it. And was like, I just don't have the time to keep going back and forth. You know how it is. But anyways, I remember when I had dyed my hair blonde, and I remember I dyed my hair blonde, and all my uncles, they were like kind of looking at me like, yo, that's weird. Why you dye your hair blonde and stuff? And I remember when he seen my hair blonde, and he was like, he told me he liked it. And when he said that, I don't know why, but I was like, I felt like good. I'm like, I got like everybody judging me and things like, dang, now should I cut it off or something? But no, he said that he liked it, and I'm like, he's older than all of these guys. So my thing is, I'm gonna listen to the oldest one there. And I'm like, because he knows more than everybody. He has more knowledge. Okay, so he knows more than everybody that's there. And if he likes it, then that means something. So yeah, I kept it. I remember I kept it until it like grew out and things. I cut it out. I might just dye it blonde again, just for the just for him, because I remember he said he liked it and things. So I might do that one of these days. Just dye it blonde and stuff. The top of it, the tips. But yeah, I remember he said that, but then it was just like even just other stuff. Like I remember he picked me up from school when I was in elementary, and I remember I went over to his place and I helped him worked on his school. Well, if you want to call helping, like as a kid, you ain't gonna really be helping him on the car thing or anything. Like I was just sitting there taking screwdrivers and just hitting random stuff. But yeah, I remember he picked me up from school. And why he picked me up again? He picked me up for some reason. And I think, I don't know if I was like sick or what. But anyways, I remember he picked me up. And yeah, he took me back to his place. And we were just working on cars and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's good like bonding moment and things. And I remember he always told me he was going to take me fishing. That was something that never got a chance to do. But I think just one of these days I should go fishing in his honor and stuff. I'm gonna be doing a lot of things for like all the ones that pass away. I feel like that's what we all need to do as people and stuff. Like the memories that we had with them and things, we need to just share those memories with other people. So like share the laughs, share the memories, share all of that stuff. So the one thing that you can remember about your fallen loved ones, like use that for somebody else. All right, and see and just like, and I just feel like because overall like that would help you. And it's just like, that's overall like kind of like paying respects to them and stuff. So yeah, definitely when I have kids or just one of these days go fishing or go with the walk with my friends or perform a rap song with my cousin or like show some respects or do something for Marines and cops, like just do something like to just like overall like help me like cope with this. I mean, it's something that I've gotten through and things, but I just feel like to just add more to it. Like add more to me being okay and things and me just being completely perfect, then yeah, I feel like that's something that would definitely like, that's therapy for me and stuff. So anyways, yeah, I'm making this podcast because a friend of mine, she recently had lost her uncle, and so I was just like, you know what, like I know I need to do something where it's like talking about something like this and things. Cause it's like, it's sad when you lose somebody, but just know like all of the times when you're randomly just thinking about them, I feel like that's a sign that they're there watching over you. Like they overall like they know that there's something bothering you, and so they share that one memory that they had, and it's like if that's that memory that makes you happy, if that's the memory that gets you through the day, keep thinking about it, relive it, redo it, all right, and just like do it and just think about them. Have like a picture saved, do something to where it's just like it's gonna constantly just remind you of the good memories of them and stuff. So overall, yeah, rest in peace to her uncle, rest in peace to all my fallen family and friends. I hope you guys are up there chilling in heaven and things, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching or listening. If you're watching this on YouTube, yeah, like and subscribe. But if you're viewing this on my like on a podcast streaming thing, make sure you follow, subscribe for future podcasts, and to help out those out there and things. I know it's just like a freaking such an odd episode. I don't even feel comfortable doing promotions and stuff when I like do serious things, but I guess in a way it will, like, I mean, I am helping people and things, but I'm like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable talking about this or saying this, but anyways, just getting through with it. I'm a brand ambassador for SeatGeek, so, which, cutting straight to it, use my promo code TMossBoss, spelled the same exact way in my, the name of this podcast and things, TMossBoss. TMossBoss, put it as the promo code on SeatGeek. And did I say that I'm a brand ambassador for SeatGeek? I feel like I just said I'm a brand ambassador. So yeah, if I just say I'm a brand ambassador, I'm a brand ambassador for SeatGeek. So use my promo code TMossBoss, all right? Because yeah, I'm gonna be promoting them a lot. And yeah, overall, just want to help you guys save $20 off your first purchase. I feel like I almost forgot to mention that too. So yeah, use it. Takes $20, knocks $20 off your first purchase, and yeah, save yourself some money and things. So, anyways, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, thank you for watching or listening. Excuse me. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys, and peace.